Do you think the fact that Kurt Cobain passed at such a young age and that Nirvana was only around for a handful of years, do you think that that contributed to their fame in a certain way?
Absolutely. The fact that they burned bright and very loud for a very short period of time. I mean, it's such a rock and roll story. It's it's the kind of thing that people gravitate to. But none of that would have mattered had the music not been any good. Now, what people forget is that when Nirvana released the In Utero album in 1993, people were getting tired of them. They were beginning to move on to other forms of alternative music beyond grunge, Industrial Chili Peppers, Nine Inch Nails, go on. And when the first week in the United States, the In Utero album, I mean, one of the most anticipated records you would think of that decade, it sold less than 200,000 copies in the U.S. the first week. So people were growing tired of it. And when they heard it, it was, well, this isn't Nevermind Part 2, which is what we wanted. It was something a lot more raw, a lot more rugged. And where were the catchy hit songs like, Come As You Are and In Bloom and Smells Like Teen Spirit and so on? It just wasn't received. And it was considered by the record company to be substandard. In fact, they made them remix it. And when the audience heard it, it was like, okay, this is good, but it's not what we expected. Oh, by the way, we've got other alternative music to listen to now. In 91, they didn't, not really. But now things had completely exploded and opened up.
I heard somewhere, I'm not sure if this is true, but I heard it on a radio station a couple of years back, and it's always stuck in my mind. Somebody was saying that prior to Kurt's death, Pearl Jam was actually starting to become more popular than Nirvana, and then
no, that's not necessarily true. Pearl Jam had a very long and slow rise. Their album came out in the summer of '91, and people weren't really sure where to categorize them. I mean, we at The Edge held off playing Pearl Jam because we thought they were just another mainstream rock band. Same thing with Alice in Chains. We wouldn't touch Alice in Chains at first because, oh no, that's just another, mainstream rock band, and we're an alternative station. But after a while, until really '92, we kind of avoided it, the band because of that. I guess it's a stigma or that preconception of what they were. But by the time Kurt dies, Pearl Jam is definitely bigger than Nirvana. The Versus album, when it came out, sold more records in a week, almost 900,000 records in a week, and that was a record for that time. So yeah, they were certainly bigger than Nirvana by the time they got to their second album.
Should Kurt not have passed away, and there's this kind of legend around the band, do you think that right now Pearl Jam would have remained the more popular band, quote unquote?
I do, and I think what would have happened is that I think that Nirvana would have probably broken up anyway after the In Utero album, and Kurt would have gone on to do something on his own as a solo artist. If you listen to some of the tapes that he left behind, he was definitely looking to change the kind of music he was making. And I think he was a little bit self-destructive when it came to his idea of being famous. He would not, he had all the money he needed. So he was very much an artist and had, tasted fame. And it's like, okay, I've been there, done that. Now I'm going to go try something else. And so I think that's what would have happened. Kurt would have become some sort of, he might have become like a Mark Lanigan, who was the singer of the Screaming Trees. He might have become somebody, like Josh Homme of Queens of the Stone Age, who went and did all these projects, and his tastes and styles went with the wind. I think that's what would have happened. Nirvana would have never made it through 1995.
Because there were many stories suggesting that Kurt wanted to do some kind of an acoustic Nirvana record with Michael Stipe.
100%. He actually had a plane ticket to go see Michael Stipe in Georgia, and he never got on the plane.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more because there is a lot more to come. All the videos on my channel are original. I'm the one filming, editing, and conducting all the interviews. So if you guys like what you see and you want to support, the best way to do so is honestly just to subscribe. Thanks for watching.